Okay, so welcome to potspansandpioneers.com. Today I'm going to be canning chicken, vegetable, and rice soup. And today, all day long, I've been cooking my chicken that I have deboned. I've removed all of the chicken fat except for a few pieces of chicken skin. I've got carrots, corn, green beans, peas, and probably 8 to 10 cups of chicken broth. So I am currently sterilizing my jars, and then we'll get them in the jars and get them canned. This is just your everyday, I don't feel good chicken soup. And we'll get them in the canner, so we'll be right back. Okay, I've got my jars sterilized and the lids are heating up, and I'm going to get the, move this out of the way so you can see. I'm going to get the chicken into the jars. And you want to leave some headspace. I'm going to put a tablespoon of rice, raw. I'm using raw rice because this is going to cook for a while, and we don't want the rice to be mushy. And then I'm going to fill the jars up with the broth. And you want to leave about 1 inch headspace. I'll make sure there's no air. I'll add just a little bit more broth. Now, as the rice cooks, it's going to expand somewhat because it'll take on some of the chicken broth as well. And you're going to want to make sure you can wipe off your rims so that there's no chicken fat where it won't seal. Lid. And then we'll seal. And you want it just hand tight. You don't want to crank it down really tightly because you can break your jar. It'll break inside the pressure cooker. I've added a little bit of vinegar to my pressure cooker so that the jars don't become cloudy. And I'm hoping to get 12 jars. I may get less, but I'm hoping to get 12. Do like a tablespoon and a half of rice. And then I'm going to fill this up with the broth. And remember, if you have broth left over, you can still can what broth you have left over, and you can always use chicken broth for all kinds of recipes. So I'm going to make sure the air is out. And always use a plastic utensil to get your air out. Don't use anything metal because of the chemical reaction. It can really make you sick. And we'll grab our lid. Just hand tight, don't crank it down too hard because it won't hold up in your canner. And we'll get these in the canner. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish see how many jars I get, and we'll be back. Okay, we're back. We have 10 jars inside the canner. And we're cooking on a glass stove. I've canned before on a glass stove, and I see lots of comments about can I can on a glass stove. And it's pretty close to my microwave, but the lid fits perfectly on here. So we're gonna can 10 pints of chicken, vegetable, and rice soup. And we have 2 extras over here we're gonna probably eat. So go ahead and let's put the lid on it. And because of our altitude, you check with your, you can go to the Ball Canning Company online to check the numbers for your altitude. We're going to can on 10 pounds of pressure, and we're going to bring this up to a boil to get our pressure up. 10 pounds of pressure, and we're going to cook this for, or can this for, an hour and 15 minutes because we're dealing with pints and meat. So we'll be back when they come out of the canner. Okay, we're almost to our 10 pounds of pressure. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the stove down just to regulate the temperature. We're going to turn it down a little bit. This is going to can for an hour and 15, and we'll be back. Okay, our pressure has risen above 10 pounds. So what we're going to do is release some of the pressure to regulate the pressure in the can. So we're going to tap the release nozzle. It's going to be loud. So what that does is it regulates the pressure for the canner to can at the correct pressure for our altitude. And we're going to turn the burner down a little bit lower. Okay, we're still canning. We'll be back. Okay, the pressure is at 0 and the little nozzle's gone down. We're going to open the lid. Okay, we're still at a soft boil. Bring the jars out. Hopefully we hear the lids pop. When you bring them out, if you'll flip them upside down first and then right side up. That'll cause a vacuum on the inside. Okay, these are going to cool, and then once they seal, we're going to put them away in our storage in our pantry. If you'd like more information about canning or other canning recipes, please visit us at potspansandpioneers.com. Everybody have a great day.